The room feels wider without you breathing. Every clock ticks far too loud. I talk to walls like they remember every promise we allowed. Your jacket's still behind the doorway, like you'll reach for it someday. I keep rehearsing what I'd tell you if the dark would let you stay. I try to fill the empty spaces with noise, with names, with crowded bars. But silence knows me better now. It knows exactly who we are. There are echoes of you in the dark, in every shadow, every spark. I shut my eyes, you're still around, like a memory without a sound. There are echoes I can't outrun, long after everything is done. I gave you all I had to give. Now your echoes teach me how. Learned your absence has a rhythm. It moves with every step I take. Every goodbye I never finished still waits for me to break. And I repeat your name in whispers, like it's something I should know. I swear I'm walking in a circle everywhere I go. They say the past is just a lesson, but lessons cut the deepest scars. I see your face in passing moments, in stranger streets and cars. There are echoes of you in the dark, in every shadow, every spark. I shut my eyes, you're still around, like a memory without a sound. There are echoes I can't outrun, long after everything is done. I gave you all I had to give. Now your echoes teach me how to live. Maybe love doesn't disappear, it just learns how to hide. Maybe hearts don't really heal, they just learn to survive. There are echoes of you in the dark, still tearing me apart. Every dream still knows your name, every hope still feels the same. There are echoes deep and slow, it showed. Now I live with echoes of you. Never talked about forever seriously. It was always implied, like something we'd deal with later, if later arrived. We lived between almost and maybes, called it enough at the time. Turns out comfort is convincing when hope learns how to lie. I don't miss the future we imagined. I miss believing it was real. Now I know belief is fragile, when nothing needs to heal. We were almost forever, and that was close enough to teach me how to lose without making it rough. We were almost forever, but almost leaves a mark, not deep enough to kill the light, just deep enough to dark. I don't feel cheated by the ending. I don't curse what we became. Some things are only meaningful because they never stay. I learned how expectation works, how it quietly decays. You don't feel it falling apart till it's already away. I stopped asking what if questions. They don't change the ground. Almost is a kind of silence you don't hear, you just live around. We were almost forever, and now that's all we were. Not a wound, not a lesson, just a blur. We were almost forever, and somehow ajar. I crossed the line without a map and called it who we are. I knew the cost before I paid it. I knew the edge before the fall. Some choices aren't mistakes, they're answers to it all. I didn't need a second ending, didn't wait for proof or signs. I loved you without conditions, past the warning line. I loved you past the point of return. Well, leaving wasn't clean, we're staying and becoming someone never living. I loved you past the point of return. No safety net, no disguise. I don't regret the fire I crossed, I regret the price. They asked me why I never fought it, why I didn't turn away. Some love isn't about survival, it's about what you're willing to pay. I don't blame time, I don't blame fate, I don't rewrite the truth. stopped fighting long before we ended. Just smiled and let it slide. Every truth we should have spoken, learned how to hide. Your hand felt colder every evening, but I held it anyway, calling silence understanding, letting love decay. I knew the moment had already passed, but fear kept proving me wrong. I stayed because leaving felt heavier than holding on too long. This was a love that stayed too long, like a song in the wrong key. We kept dancing to the silence, calling pain loyalty. This was a love we wouldn't end, even when we knew the cost. I don't hate you for leaving now, I hate myself for what we lost. We memorized each other's habits, but forgot how to feel. Every I'm fine grew heavy, every life less real. Friends said time would make it better, but time just made us numb. We survived instead of loving, till survival won. I kept hoping love would fix us, like it did before. But hope can be a quiet killer when you need it most. This was a love that stayed too long, like a fire without a flame. We blamed the dark, we blamed the world, but never said our names. We talked about forever casually, like it was always there. Wrote half a future on napkins, left the rest in the air. We swore we'd never turn into what we used to criticize. Now we're experts at pretending we don't recognize the lies. Funny how we mastered silence before we learned to listen. Every truth we avoided was another thing we're missing. This is the last song we never finished, still stuck between wrong and right. We kept rewriting every line till nothing sounded right. This is the last song we never finished. No ending, no goodbye, just empty verses we pretend. Don't ask us why. We stayed polite instead of honest, called it being grown. Built our peace on compromises that we never owned. Every fight we didn't have left a deeper cut behind. Turns out love dies quietly when no one crosses lines. We kept calling it maturity, like damage had a name. But silence isn't wisdom, it's just fear dressed up as sane. This is the last song we never finished, still playing in my head. Every word we swallowed whole still wishes it was said. This is the last song we never finished. No fire, no release, just harmony without a soul, calling it peace. Maybe we were too intelligent to ever be real. Maybe love needs a little chaos just to feel. This is the last song we never finished. Now I finally see we didn't fail from lack of love, we fell from clarity. This is the last song we never finished. I won't write it again. Some songs don't need an ending to know how they end. To know how they end. Used to think the heart was fragile, something time could rearrange. Turns out it's built like stone and weather, meant to crack, not change. Every year took something from me. Every loss left something new. I stopped asking what was taken, I started asking what's still true. I watched myself become a stranger, not broken, just aware. Some people call it growing older, I call it learning how to stand. This heart was built to break slowly, not all at once. Every moment takes a piece till you're almost gone. This heart was built to break slowly, to feel, to stay, to learn that living isn't winning, it's decay. Don't believe in clean beginnings or endings tied in lines. Life just moves through contradictions, borrowing our time. I loved, I lost, I stood surviving, cold endurance, being strong. But strength is just a quiet habit. When everything feels wrong, I stopped asking life for mercy, stop waiting to be saved. I learned the cost of consciousness. You see in every shade, this heart was built to break slowly, layer by layer. Every hope that ever mattered learned how to fracture. This heart was built to break slowly, still it stays, because quitting takes more faith than pain. Maybe meaning isn't found, maybe it's endured, maybe consciousness is nowhere. There is no cure. This heart was built to break slowly and still persist, not because it finds a reason, but because it exists. This heart was built to break slowly. it's about going. I still reach for your side of the bed, like habit never learned the truth. Morning light feels unfamiliar without waking up to you. Your cup is still beside the sink, like you'll be back before it's cold. I tell myself it doesn't matter, but my hand still won't let go. They say time is good at healing, but time just moves along. It doesn't stop me from believing in something that is gone. I'm holding on to what's already gone, like it might still come back home. I know the door is finally closed, but my heart still leaves it open. I keep pretending I'm that strong, but I know where I belong. Some part of me still carries on, holding on to what's already gone. Your silence speaks in every room, louder than we ever did. I replay moments out of order, just to feel what we once lived. They ask me why I'm always tired, why my smile feels borrowed now. I don't know how to explain it when I don't know how. I tried to pack away the memories, but they don't fit in boxes small. Every goodbye Maybe love just fades in layers till it finally finds its peace. I'm holding on to what's already gone, not because I don't know the cost, but some goodbyes don't feel complete until you've lost what you've lost. I've learned to live, I'll move along, but tonight I'll still be strong, strong enough to admit I'm wrong, holding on to what's already gone.
I watched your shadow leave the doorway. Didn't beg, didn't cry, just stood there counting every breath, wondering how love dies. The walls still shake with your laughter, like thunder after rain. I tried to bury all the memories, but they scream my name. I said I'm fine, I said I'm stronger. There's a lie I always use, but every night without your heartbeat feels like something I can't lose. I'm still breathing after goodbye, but I don't Your name is carved into the silence. Every room knows you are here. I tried to drown it in the noise, but truth cuts crystal clear. They say time heals the broken, but time just sharpens pain. I learned some loves don't fade away, they just learn to stay. I built my days on empty answers, learn to smile, learn to lie. But every road I swear I'm leaving still ends with you inside. I'm still breathing after goodbye, but I don't know the reason why. My heart keeps fighting every scar, like it doesn't know we're done. I'm still breathing after goodbye, standing here but half alive. If this is living, tell me how. I'm still breathing after maybe strength is just surviving. Every night you're not around. Maybe love's a slow explosion. When it finally hits the ground, I'm still breathing after goodbye, with a fire I can't deny. Every tear I tried to hide turned into a battle cry. I'm still breathing after goodbye, still standing in the afterlife. If this is hell, I'll learn somehow. I'm still breathing after Don't flinch when your name is spoken. It doesn't hit like before. I've learned how pain can soften when it's felt too much to roar. I cry without shaking
silence feels professional, like a skill I learned too late. Tears don't make a sound anymore. They just fall and disappear. I don't scream, I don't beg, I don't wish that you were here. Tears don't make a sound anymore, like my heart already knew. Some pain doesn't need a voice to prove it's true. Places we once mattered, they don't recognize my face. Even memories lose their color when they've overstayed their place. I don't ask why it happened, I don't blame who's at fault. Some endings don't feel tragic, they just feel default. I used to feel this kind of quiet, thought it meant I lost the fight. Now I see it's just what's left when you've already survived. Tears don't make a sound anymore. They don't echo in my chest. I don't pray, I don't curse, I don't hope for something else. Tears don't make a sound anymore. They don't ask to be seen. Some wounds don't bleed or break, they just quietly stay clean. Maybe numb is just another word for finally letting go. Maybe peace is overrated when it comes this slow. Tears don't make a sound anymore. No thunder, no release. I don't miss you like before, I just miss the way I used to feel. said the words that cut too deep, like I was immune to pain. I watched you fade in front of me, and still I stayed the same. I thought love was indestructible, thought time would bend the truth. I didn't know that silence was the sharpest thing I used. I kept believing I was right, like rightness mattered more than you. Now every reason feels exhausted, every excuse overdue. If this is the end, let it hurt. Don't soften what we lost. I don't want a painless exit from the damage that I caused. If this is the end, let it hurt. I earned every scar. Some goodbyes don't need forgiveness, just the truth of who we are. I replay every careless moment, every chance I let decay. I mistook your patience for something that would stay. They say regret comes late, but mine arrived on time. It waited till I understood what it meant to cross the line. I don't ask you to remember me, I don't ask you to stay. I just ask the night to witness what I never had the strength to say. If this is the end, let it hurt. Let it burn into my bones. I don't want a lighter sentence. I deserve this weight alone. If this is the end, let it hurt. Don't dress it up as fate. Some endings are mistakes. Maybe love's not meant to save us. Maybe it's meant to reveal every weakness we deny, until we finally feel. If this is the end, let it hurt. I won't turn away. I won't ask the past for mercy. I'll face it as it stays. If this is the end, let it hurt. I won't rewrite the start.
half a heart.
I've been driving past familiar towns without a reason to stop. Every mile feels like a question I never learned to ask. Your name still lives in a review, smaller every mile I go. I don't chase it, I don't fight it, I just let it show. They say distance changes everything, but some things change you instead. Every road I thought was leaving brought me back again. Every road I take somehow leads back to you, not to your arms, not to your voice, just the truth. Every step away I make shows me who I knew. Sometimes finding yourself means walking through the road that leads back to you. Stop blaming all the wrong turns. Stop asking who was right. Some lessons don't feel clear till they fade into hindsight. I don't wish we ended differently. I don't curse what we became. I just carry what we were without the shame.
just the truth. Every mile I leave behind feels overdue. Sometimes letting go still leads you through the road that leads back to you. Maybe home is not a place, maybe it's a state of mind, where you stop running from the past and leave the blame behind. Every road I take somehow leads back to you. Not to restart, not to pretend, just to move. I don't stop, I don't turn back, I just continue, knowing who I am now, because I knew you. I've been walking through the quiet, carrying what I can't erase. Every scar still tells a story, every mirror knows my face. Tried quitting all the memories, tried letting go of doubt, but some flames don't ask permission. They just won't burn out. I've fallen down 1,000 times, learn how to rise alone. Every goodbye tried to break me, but I'm still standing on my own. I'm a fire that never learned to burn out, still glowing under all this ash. I've been, I broke, I almost faded, but I never cracked. I'm a fire in the pouring rain, still alive inside the doubt. You can take what you came here for, the flames if you protect it through the night. I'm a fire that never learned to burn out. Hear it roaring through the pain. Every scar became a reason, not a chain. I'm a fire standing proud. No apologies, no route. I didn't win, but I survived. I'm a fire that never learned to burn out. City breeze and quiet patterns, neon lights, tired eyes. I walk past lives I don't belong to, learning how to say goodbye. Every mirror feels like a witness. Every street feels like a test. I don't chase what's disappearing, I just follow what's left. I stopped explaining every feeling, stopped asking to be seen. Some truths don't need an audience to know what they have been. The shadows know my name tonight. They don't ask me why I'm here. I walk with them between the lines where nothing's bright or clear. The shadows know my name tonight. They don't judge, they don't stay. They just walk me through the dark till the dark fades away. I've learned how silence changes meaning when you don't resist the sound. Every step feels less like leaving, more like solid ground. I don't need the past forgiven, I don't need the truth explained. I found comfort in the quiet, where nothing needs to change. They used to tell me who I should be, who to love, who to blame. Now I let the night decide it. Let the shadows say my name. The shadows know my They just stand there long enough till I remember who I am. Not a feeling, maybe it's a place you stand. When you stop demanding answers from a life you don't command, the shadows know my name tonight, and somehow that's enough. I don't need the light to save me, I've already been tough. The shadows know my name tonight, that's the truth I claim. Not everything that walks in darkness is a shame. The house doesn't echo anymore, it just listens. Every sound knows where to land without permission. I don't reach for your memory, it reaches me. Like a habit I never questioned, just let it be. I thought silence would feel empty, but it carries you somehow. Like the quiet knows my language better now. Even silence feels like you, sitting next to me, not asking, not reminding, just letting me be. Even silence feels like you, and I don't fight it anymore. Some ghosts don't haunt the living, they keep the score. stop filling every moment with distraction and sound. Turns out peace has its own rhythm when no one's around. I don't replay every ending, I don't chase what we were. I just notice how the quiet feels familiar. I used to fear being alone, like it meant I'd lose. Now I see the space between things feels like you. Even silence feels like you. In the corners of my mind, not loud enough to hurt me, just enough to find. Even silence feels like you, and I finally understand. Some love doesn't need a voice to stand. Maybe presence isn't closeness, maybe it's the space you leave that teaches someone how to breathe. Even silence feels like you, and I let it pass through, not holding on, not pushing back, just seeing it through. Even silence feels like you, but it doesn't pull me down. It just proves what we were was real, not loud. Memory doesn't shout anymore, it hums in a quieter tone, like a song I barely notice till I'm alone. I don't fight it when it visits, I don't ask it to stay. It comes like a familiar melody that drifts away. I learned some things don't disappear, they just change the way they sound. What once broke me wide open now barely makes a sound. to matter, they don't pull me in. Time rearranged the meaning of where we've been. I don't romanticize the damage, I don't rewrite the truth. I let the past stay in its place without the proof. I don't wish things were different, I don't trace every scar. I just listen when the quiet shows me who we are. Your memory plays in a minor key, low and contained, not the storm it used to be, just distant rain. Your memory plays in a minor key, and somehow I'm okay. Some love doesn't leave a wound, it leaves a way. But maybe healing isn't silence, maybe it's the softer sound. When the song keeps playing but no longer drags you down. Your memory plays in a minor key, familiar, slow and real. It doesn't hold, it doesn't chase, it just reminds me how to feel. Your memory plays in a minor key, and I let it be. A part of who I was once, not who I'll be. I gave you every morning, every night I couldn't sleep, all the best parts of my patience, all the promises I couldn't keep. I stood there when you doubted, held your hand when I was scared. I learned how to disappear just to prove that I was there. I learned love can be a habit, harder breaking than it seems. I stayed long after it was over, calling comfort believing. I gave you everything except goodbye, I never learned that part. I packed my things but left my heart standing in the dark. I gave you everything except goodbye, I didn't know how to leave. Some endings don't need words at all, they just keep breathing. I memorized the sound of you like a song I couldn't pause. Every silence felt intentional, like it followed hidden laws. They say leaving takes courage,
sleeps, but my eyes stay open. Coffee cold beside the bed. Every street light feels like a memory of words we never said. I hear your name in passing silence, like a song I used to know. Every promise feels unfinished, and the night won't let me go. I tried to drown you in the daylight, I tried to run from what I know, but the dark keeps asking questions. Hides inside my wallet, like a sin I still defend. I told myself that I was stronger, but strength breaks in the end. The radio plays old confessions, question that the past keeps asking me. I built these walls with empty bottles and excuses I outgrew, but the cracks all led me back to every road that leads to you. When the night refused to let me go, tuned my life to please the moment, played it safe, played it wrong. Every smile I gave away was borrowed all along. Your voice still rings in empty rooms like chords that won't align. I keep fixing what was broken, like love ain't always gentle. Sometimes truth just falls apart. Every note I tried to rescue left a scar across my heart. These are broken strings on a silent heart, still trying hard to play our part. Every song ends incomplete when your name won't leave the beat. These are broken strings I can't replace. They still remember your embrace. I play the night till morning stars with broken strings on a silent heart. I see your shadow in the mirror when the lights begin to fade. Every promise we believed in feels half written, half betrayed. I held on longer than I should have, called it faith instead of fear. Now the silence sounds like thunder. Every time I feel you near, echo something time will rearrange. But some loves were born to haunt you, even after all the change. These are broken strings on a silent heart, still trying hard to play our part. Every song ends incomplete when your name won't leave the beat. These are broken strings I can't replace. They still remember your embrace. I play the night till morning stars with broken strings on a silent heart. Maybe healing isn't fixing every note that went off key. Maybe scars are just reminders of who we used to be. These are broken strings on a silent heart. No encore, no brand new start. Every chord still pulls me back to the love we couldn't track. These are broken strings, worn and torn, still screaming out what's gone. I play the truth through all the dark with broken strings on a silent heart.